Hey everyone, welcome back to the Tune Project. So today we are continuing with our fiddle techniques series, and today we're going to be talking about the Unison double stop. Now, we've talked about double stops here on the Tune Project before. I have a video demonstrating how to play double stops, but the Unison double stop is a special kind of double stop that I don't think gets talked about enough, so we're going to be covering that today. But before we do, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed to the Tune Project but enjoy watching my weekly videos, I invite you to go ahead and hit that red subscribe button below and the bell so that you can be updated each time I post a new video. So the Unison double stop. Now that's just what I happen to call it. There are probably other names for it, and let me know down in the comment section below if you know of something else that it's called or if you've heard it called something else, but this is just what I call it, so that's what I'll be referring to it as today. But basically the Unison double stop is when we are playing two of the exact same note together simultaneously, and it gives a really cool effect in fiddle tunes that can sometimes end phrases or even begin phrases or tunes, and it's just in general really cool. It kind of adds a really unique texture. So I'm just going to show you an example just so that you know what I'm talking about if you're unfamiliar, but I'm just going to give an example here using A. Okay, so that was just me playing an open A with my fourth finger A on the D string, both together. So it's a double stop, but we're playing the same exact pitch. So the unique thing about it is, yes, you could just play an A and get the same point across, but you're adding another layer with that D string, which kind of gives it a fuller sound and a different kind of texture. So a tune that I like to use as an example for this one is one that I recently covered. I did a tutorial on it not too long ago. It's called Squirrel Hunters, and I like to start this tune off with a unison double stop. So we've got a unison E going on here, and then you'll notice at the end of this phrase that I'm about to play, we end with a unison A. So listen out for that. Alright, so as I said, we started with a unison E, fourth finger on the A string and open E played together, and then we ended with a unison A. And I don't know, you tell me, do you think that this effect in particular makes a big difference, makes any sort of a difference as opposed to just playing the single string? Let me know. As you might have noticed with my little example there, I do like to slide into the note with my fourth finger rather than just going straight on and straight into it. I like to give a little bit of a slide, so it's characterized by a slight dissonance at the very beginning of the note, followed by consonance when you resolve and you play the two notes together. So a way that you can practice this unison double stop is just by simply feeling comfortable with double stops, number one. If you're not comfortable with double stops already, then be sure to check out that video that I mentioned earlier. Just kind of work on some different techniques to, kind of just familiarize yourself with double stops in general. But then you can start to just use your fourth finger on the lower string of the one that you're wanting to add as a unison double stop. So for example, if you're wanting to use E, play those two notes together, practice kind of either sliding into it or just playing it straight on. You can do the same thing with A. And then of course the same thing with our third option, third of three options that we have here for this unison double stop, which is D. So you can practice it that way. You can practice it with a shuffle if you're familiar with the shuffle that we talked about earlier on in this series, just playing a unison E shuffle, or even the lower version. So all of those are really great ways to practice the unison double stop. I would encourage you to find ways that you can incorporate this into tunes that you already know. I think it's a really fun one. You tell me, what do you think about this technique? I'd be curious to hear from you. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed learning about this fiddle technique today. Thanks for making it all the way to the end here, and Be on the lookout for more videos in this techniques series, and as always, if you have any techniques that you're curious about, any fiddle techniques or even violin techniques, because I cover those here too, then drop a comment down below. Let me know, and you might just see it in a future video. And until next time, happy practicing. If you'd like to further your support of the Tune Project, be sure to head over to patreon.com/thetuneproject for information on that. And if you're planning on buying any music or doing any shopping on Amazon, be sure to head over to the Tune Project website, which I link in the description box of all of my videos. Click my Amazon banner, and whatever you purchase, a small percentage of that will go toward the Tune Project. This just keeps the Tune Project going and allows me to continue to create free content for you all.